Shuttle EMV Sharon is now docked.
I'm just gonna keep playing it out even though I make mistakes. I already got a solid idea of how to do the early game, so I'm just gonna rush through, even if I make a few mistakes.
Administrator, I have established a connection with DLS's lead data scientist, Emma Klein. Administrator, Mr. Dolos has made it abundantly clear when it comes to security. Given the importance of the Tycoon, we must have full control over what is happening inside the station. My name is Emma Klein, Dolos's lead data scientist and member of the Marduk Council. My department have just completed final synchronization between Eden and our data treatment tool, the DLS. The DLS, or Data Listening System, is capable of scanning, recording, and parsing exchanges of any kind. The DLS programming that is a part of Eden will filter all data collected and bring to your attention only the most relevant information. It will also provide you with a condensed overview of any situations that may arise and formulate potential future outcomes. It will permit you to give direct orders without having to go through additional unnecessary paperwork. Eden will then take care of everything via their DLS accreditation. As is often the case with tools produced by my department, I think you'll find that once you start using the DLS, you'll never be able to do without it. Oh, and before I let you go ahead and start writing history, Dr. Munshi, our lead medical expert, wanted me to bring to your attention a possible side effect of VOHLE jumping. Whilst there is a correlation between prolonged space travel and the development of early onset dementia, he believes that a VOHLE jump has the potential to accelerate this process, although this is yet to be proven. His recommendation is for you to immediately send any crew members that are exhibiting uncharacteristic or symptomatic behavior to an... Remember that all of your actions and choices are being reported by Eden. We are not affiliated with any national or even international organization. The only people that you are answerable to are those of us who sit on the Marduk Council, who represent the collective interests and ambitions of the company.
I'm trying to measure out where I'll put my more permanent stockpiles. Already got the science lab measured out. The docking bay's already measured. Don't have space for any of that just yet. I'll hold off on promising people stuff. Actually, oh, that's food. But that's the building I need to measure with, so okay. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna put it. Another stockpile to speed up what we're doing. just taking too long to get what I need done. Actually, polymer for that one. Okay. Now that's finally out. Pause construction. It's gonna force my worker to finish building out the bridge. That's enough for now. These stockpiles transferred over to where they're supposed to be and get the food up. You don't want people dying this early into the game. It's only cycle 9, so I'm not really worried about it just yet, but we don't even have all the population housed yet, I don't think. We're close. 10 off. But they're not complaining, because they won't complain because so little of the population doesn't have a house that they don't care. Right, I need to remove this while I'm thinking about it. I need to change this to food. That should be more than enough to start putting everything where it goes. I kind of want the science lab up and going. Oof, 30 workers though. I'll wait till we request more. Do I even need to do that? Yes. So the reason we tear down that spaceport is because it is terribly spaced. It's wasting a lot of space over in that corner. And we want to be as space efficient as we possibly can be. And if you start making mistakes with big buildings like that, you don't want to.
Administrator, I have an incoming transmission from
you have a harder time
Council Member
fixing
Henry
that.
VOHLE.
Hello, good morning.
Bonjour, Administrator. What a wonderful day to embrace our fate, don't you think? I'm Henri Bargeville, writer, philosopher, lobbyist, but most of all member of the Marduk Council. I have taken the liberty of personally arranging an exchange out of courtesy with the VOHLE, a ship in high orbit belonging to one of our commercial allies, the Ashtangites. Even though they are a small organization, the Ashtangites are important partners who share the same pragmatic, moralistic, and spiritual outlook as we do. The VOHLE will provide us with a source of food whilst carrying out the Tycoon's initial testing. By making it the first exclusive trade partner of the Tycoon, we will demonstrate to our long-term allies that DLS wishes for them to share in our successes. Please assign a cargo ship so that we can check the trade routines. Administrator, trust in genetic connectors. Self-similar space will reveal the pattern.
Oh, yeah, oops. Okay, I knew I did something wrong. That's okay, that's an easy fix. And it doesn't take much time. Want the food right next to the food building. Less terrible time. Means more leniency for my mistakes. And as I'm just trying to figure out how to get the speed run going, or how to speed run this, mistakes will be made. Wow. That was a really quick, efficient start. Not gonna lie. Pretty happy about that. While I'm thinking about it, this seems dumb what I'm doing, but I'm getting the resources back out of that construction building. And when I put this resource or this construction building down, it instantly builds, and it also instantly disassembles. And it didn't cost me any resources, so I just refunded my 10 steel that I used. But that's also for like way later on when I dismantle all this to put down the electronics factory in the next, the 2 sectors from now.
Power supply overloaded.
Oh, I don't have a fan.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
That's what we want to see. Additional
Power
workers.
restored.
I was slow on building the ships. So, if you're speedrunning this, you could do it even faster by building a ship faster and not making as many mistakes. So I think. These roads get deleted, that one stays because that one's in a good spot. Just gonna get rid of that. There we go.
Administrator, due to insufficient levels of electricity generation,
I noticed my mic to
Sector 1's power
the
demand
noise
has
between
overload.
my microphone and the video game was
Stanford
the gap
UPS
was too large.
recommend that you construct
My
an
voice is
external
actually really
solar
quiet.
panel to boost overall electrical output.
Most big streamers can't even be bothered to do something like that anymore. They just let the game audio blow your ears out. Cause they're smart. Okay, so the lab only produces one science every 30 cycles. So that's pretty terrible. And then as soon as you get this upgrade, that changes from one science every 30 cycles to 3 science every 5 cycles. So it's a massive upgrade. That's a priority research. I think that's like the #1 priority research right now. But we'll get there.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
I know I said I'm trying to speedrun, but I keep pausing and stuff because
A science ship
we're
team
just trying to
has
figure it out
completed a
speedrun.
task.
Get the science going first and then dismantle the base. I said get the science going, but I didn't select anything. Okay, so yeah, more electricity would be preferred. That'll be the first thing we go for. I wanna put as much
A science
steel
ship
up in the
team
front
has
row as I can.
completed a task.
Just lowering that transport time. Or the time it takes to transport the steel up to the front, because they're going to be using a lot of it here and a lot of it over here very soon. This time I'm going to try going straight into the waste, what do you call it? The waste economy first.
Administrator, I have an incoming transmission.
Because I think the waste economy is actually really strong right now.
Dr. Abhinav Munshi.
Greetings, Administrator. I'm Dr. Abhinav Munshi, Dolo's expert in compartmentalism and medicine, and a member of the Marduk Council. I'm glad to finally meet you, even in this digital manner. Your psychological test results were quite impressive. My friend and colleague Philip Stanford couldn't be here today, so I will take the role of introducing you to the final stages of the VOHLE engine integration. Before we get into that, however, we would like you to complete the testing station's exploration and enhancement capabilities. You'll then be able to begin researching the EVA airlock and assess its compatibility with the Tycoon's core systems. I hope that the work of our team will ensure that you're equipped to deal with most situations you encounter up there. Before I leave you, Stanford would like me to remind you that space is a far less fanciful and forgiving environment than science fiction would have us believe. It would be wise to remember that.
Power restored.
You can turn this off and your ships will still go and do their work, so it's not a problem. For some reason, now the Eva Airlock right now is taking and holding 2 steel, even though I don't have hull repair turned on, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. I knew I did something wrong. Instead of that one, I should probably go straight for this one. Not starving sounds like a good idea. In theory. Nice. Now that we have the EVA airlock, immediately start setting about getting power under control. You want to build as many solar panels as you can get away with in this first, in this sector, because building with the EVA airlock stops hull repair. Oh, I should really get used to clicking on the notification. So we want research data out of this, and nothing else. Now I can turn off every little bit of anything I can. Oh, okay, I don't need to conserve that much power anymore. Good, good, good. I don't know how many of these I can get in. Well, I do want to build them all because I got tons of steel right now. I don't want to do that either. There we go. 3 stockpiles working is better than 1. Takes 8 workers. You don't want to let this work condition ever change from optimal, especially when you're trying to speed through the game. Because as soon as that dips from optimal to working,
Ship team has completed a task.
you'll more than likely get an accident, and it'll knock out a lot of workers. And right now, all you have is workers, so you don't want to lose available workers. Plus, there's a chance that they could die every accident, so you don't want to start letting people just die willy-nilly either. Because that's really bad. Kind of close. Still kind of close. People almost started starving. Almost forgot. I want the VOHLE engine. I want a extra solar panel. If I have the polymers, I want an additional solar panel, but I don't think I'll get. Oh yeah, I will. I'll get more polymers here soon.
A science ship has arrived at its destination. Administrator, because of your continued successful management of the Tycoon, Dolos have authorized the dispatch of new crew members and food supplies. Please ensure that they have suitable accommodation once you reach Proxima Centauri.
I got lucky. I switched to working hours for just a brief second. The game usually immediately punishes you when that happens, but I got lucky and it didn't. That doesn't happen often. Oh, I'm leaving workers over there. I need my spaceport back on. The research is done for now. Or Dr. Bay spaceport. Whatever. There we go. Things I'm after immediately. Oh, this whole ring, really. Yeah.
Ship team has completed a task.
Yep. Tried to build this, and I misspaced it. Whew, that's a lot of things to just remember all at once. And because I'm wasting time.
Administrator, the different phases of preparation, calibration, and verification were successfully completed. You must now start the full bonding procedure. Dolos protocols now deem you competent to gather resources, knowledge, and test colonization routines once you reach Proxima Centauri. Before you do so, Vanir Dolos, Marduk Council founder and Dolos CEO, wants to talk to you.
Hello, Administrator. I'm glad to see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history. You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story. The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue. It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet
Yeah,
to
the book of our life is over
comprehend the
because
reality
you
of our
are
situation.
intentionally going to destroy the moon with
Even
your
through
VOHLE engine,
endless
ding dong.
cycles of war, crisis, and
Spoilers, by
famine,
the way.
still, the worst is yet to come. There are others like Dolos who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in. This pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past. As we prepare to leave this system for the first time, perhaps we must decide which fragments we will pick up and take forward with us. Through Dolos, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tycoon is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history. Do you recognize why I have done all of this? Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about fashioning the ropes and tying the knots that would bind together this magnificent ship. It is true that our time in this world is brief, but at least I can rest assured knowing that my legacy will endure for eons. Farewell, Administrator. For the few who stand in the light, and the many who dwell in the dark, you carry the fate of us all.
He's just mad that the people of this universe forced him to buy space Twitter. And so that's why he plotted this whole scheme to destroy the moon and the Earth just to get his revenge.
A science ship has arrived at its destination. A science ship team has completed a task.
We got 20 polymers on the way back. How much is a solar panel? Or the final solar panel? It's only 15. Just want to double check and make sure I didn't check all the way. Yeah, that's fine. Go.
In accordance with Frau Stanford procedures, all ships must return to the Tycoon before VOHLE jump initiation. Full jump complete.
Alright, straight into the action. Nope. First things first, send a probe to the... let's see here.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
have to wait for the request to get the science ship rolling. Oops. Oh yeah, we do have electronics waiting.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
What? How are they starving? I got the green check mark on the food in the mess
The
hall.
science ship has arrived at its destination.
This game trolls me every time I try to play it with the food thing. Like, I haven't moved the mess hall. Everybody on the crew knows where it's been this whole time. Yet I'm taking a stability hit and losing trust, and this could possibly lose the game right off the bat if that doesn't fix itself very soon. There's basically nothing I can do about that. Wow, way to go, people who make this game. That bug is terrible.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Ran out of science earlier, so I want to hit the X up there to start vacuuming up science immediately and keep science progressing. I forgot that I wanted to keep launching probes. I think one more down that way. Not worry about that right now. You don't even have iron to process. Don't ever accept this one. Probe's complete. I actually want to work on the closest point of interest over here. Keep the science flowing. Let's see, I can actually build another. This one up first. Actually, I'd rather build both of those. I missed the audio cue that the probe is ready to launch.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Again, I X'd it out there just so I could grab that science. in the habit of doing that. It should be. Oh. Yeah. Don't have any polymer. It should have been probe.
Team has completed a task. Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Hold on for that one. Lower the priority on that. Give me that polymer. I can't remember how big the next few buildings are. I know I need this here. There. Okay, we haven't unlocked that yet. So more points of interest. Space dock here. Oh, I should probably start repairing my hull too.
flight ship has arrived at its destination. A science ship team has completed a task.
Keep forgetting.
Administrator, we are picking up a Dolos emergency frequency broadcasting from the facility Outer Hope. Dolos protocol dictates that in the event of a major systems failure, administrators must contact the nearest Dolos site immediately. Outer Hope Station is likely to have both the materials and expertise required to repair the damage that the VOHLE engine has sustained. Has completed a task.
I did space that out correctly. Nice. That's a lot to remember, but that's basically where you want to end up at the end. While I'm waiting, I should be building a solar panel. Wait, what? Oh. Oops. Clicked on the wrong buttons. Oh, let's not build that just yet. I want it, just not right now.
A probe has completed its scan. science ship has arrived at its destination.
Wow. Wait a second. Can I cycle names like this? Hang on. This is totally ruining the speedrun strat, but can I cycle names? Oh, I can! What? I just caught that out of the corner of my eye, but hey, yeah, we can cycle names through the ships. Which one do we want? Nope. 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 Yep, there we go. The Ripley's back. Guess who's back? That was totally a waste of time, but whatever, it's my game, I can do what I want.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Yes, I should cancel this. Now, those aren't. That isn't a waste of time. That was a big blunder on my part. I let myself run out of polymer for probes. So I needed to get more polymer so I get more probes out.
A science ship has arrived at its destination. A science ship team has completed a task.
I do want batteries right now, but I can't really afford them yet.
A probe has completed its scan. A science ship has arrived at its destination.
I knew I was forgetting something. The choice between these two doesn't matter, just get involved.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Switches. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Oh.
A probe has completed its
I
scan.
hope I'm gonna stop having this cough here soon. I'm almost better. Today's the day.
A science
The
ship
cough and the
team
sniffles.
has
Hopefully it'll be
completed a
done today.
task.
Because we're on pretty good pace. There's cycle 107, and I could still optimize further and gone even faster. This is pretty good pace. What's going on with the other ships I was building? Oh yeah, I canceled them because, yep. Yeah, whatever.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Yeah, ice we don't care about just yet. Actually, we probably won't care about ice this whole playthrough. If the waste economy works the way I think it does. Or as good as I think it does. We're gonna find out though. Yeah, one less resource to bring in and store is actually huge.
A probe has completed its scan.
What? Oh, the ship's
A science ship team has completed a task. Administrator, a new request awaits your attention. A science ship team has completed a task. A probe has completed its scan. New upgrades are available for research.
Alright, so getting this research ASAP is the first thing. First milestone, basically. So let's say getting that research started by cycle 112. Why not? That's one of the milestones you're looking for. You could probably do that faster, more optimized, but that's a really respectable time, I think, for now.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Don't start gathering those yet. At this point, I'm just going to try and focus on getting the high concentrations of iron. Please don't tell me nobody's died yet. Okay, there's no deaths. So I'm just working extra hours because I have too many buildings. Cool. That's another thing. To have all of your crew alive by cycle 116 is, or actually by how far I've progressed already, is huge. Because all of your crew so far is just workers.
A science ship team has completed a task. A science ship has arrived at its destination.
What can I do?
A probe has completed its scan.
Ooh, I don't have enough steel anyway. So I guess I can't turn that on.
A science ship has arrived at its destination. A probe has completed its scan.
Probably cheat a little bit, delete some of these buildings. Delete that building and try to get this one online without running out of steel. No, I don't want to work extra hours at all. Since how we're full on food, start pulling workers out of the food places for a little bit. Or the food farms, I should say. To already send Ripley over to the next. Okay, so this option, the only good option, is actually the top one.
Assigned ship team has
I can actually
completed a
probably
task.
delete these now to just for some extra steel. Just needed them to measure out where everything else is gonna go.
A probe has completed its scan.
When I've overbuilt housing, I can also start deleting some
A
housing
science
for
ship
more
team
steel if I
has
really need
completed
to.
a task.
How many workers does this take to run? 15. Also, I need to disable another farm. Oh, it's oh. Trying to squeeze every bit of every worker I can while keeping conditions optimal. Okay, so if you've made it this far, the next thing you want to do is get this building. And if you can get this building in this sector, which we're going to, that's huge, because then you can immediately use it. And there are some very, very positive benefits for getting that this sector, including getting more workers. Go to Saturn first, then in Neptune when you have the option to go to these two. Ooh, only an hour into the game. Flying through this. It's gonna work out really good. I don't know, I'm bored. These buttons. So, screw it. If you want to read some of these, you're gonna have to pause. I'm gonna pause quickly.
A science ship has arrived at its destination. A science ship team has completed a task.
Loading up. Good. Do we have enough for another? So, yes. So one thing that you want to notice this is a really good time to look, is I'm going to be going for the waste economy this run. So we're looking for that symbol on some of the buildings, and as you can see, the research center, the steel mill, and the polymer factory all produce waste, which is a good thing. Right now it kind of sucks because it shuts the building down, but once you get the waste economy going, it will no longer shut the building down. Because it'll just be a product to be hauled off instead of being destroyed on site. Probably shouldn't have done that. It might be okay for just a second. Actually, since how I can delete this building in preparation for getting the DLS Center. And now that I have enough iron again, or steel again, I can build these back. Steel, iron. Oosh. I can't tell between iron and steel what is what. That should be enough iron to see us through this system.
Administrator, a new request awaits your
Let's
attention.
actually turn this off.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Why? Oh, yeah. That's an easy pledge. So, with pledges, you want to take all the easy wins you can get, and that one was an easy win, but you want to deny most of them, because more accidents will occur because people get fed up with you basically slapping down their dumb pledges. So when people get fed up with you denying their pledges all the time, more accidents will occur as people sabotage your buildings intentionally. So that's the one reason you do want to accept some pledges. But you do not want to you don't want to accept most of them. Most of them are terrible and have horrible consequences. But for 2 cycles, there shouldn't be an accident for 2 cycles. That should be pretty easy. As long as work conditions are optimal. Okay, we're good on food right now, so I'm actually going to turn that off.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, so by the time Bjergsen gets over here, Ripley should be done. But actually, it doesn't matter if Bigson gets there first or not. As long as you don't click on it. Okay, I should have enough polymers to build another solar panel. Maybe? Nope. Just waiting on that DLS Center.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay, so wait for Saturn to finish before you.
A science ship team has completed a
Because of
task.
where is it? Right here. Via biometric data sampling. So you wanted the biometric data sampling of VOHLEs. This is a bonus. That's what you wanted. And this is why. That option there. First, that option. I don't believe there are any more points of interest on this map, so we can recall our science teams. Once they're done. And there's plenty of iron mined out and ready for pickup, so I don't need to be scanning anymore. Just save that polymer for energy panels. Speaking of which, now I do have that. Ah, the DLS Center. Yeah, so 5 people are still injured, so that's making it so I have to juggle buildings on and off to not make more injured people. I'm not juggling these buildings on and off for power, I'm doing it so the work conditions don't deteriorate.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay. So our priorities for research. Now that we've got the DLS Center, we should just get enough research to get optimized quarter. Or, since how we went ahead and got this, we'll eventually make enough science quickly enough to get that. And we don't want this. We don't want to waste any research points on this. Our next goal is going to be mushroom wall, then waste treatment, then the rest of this ring. I'm not going to deconstruct because I need to set another policy. So this should still be. It looks like I'm going to be wasting some time here waiting for that policy cooldown to go down, but this should, with how I'm going to go for this run specifically, it's actually not wasting time to wait on the policy to cool down after I set even the next policy.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Because I want to be able to switch that other policy off at a drop of a hat, because it'll give me a -3 stability. Okay, so we're full on iron. So what I could do is start working on cryopods. I didn't see that. We're working on... because we're working on extra hours. X amount of people just got injured and we had our first death. Basically, well, if you're trying to do a speed run of no deaths, this run is now ruined because I wasn't paying attention. That sucks. But I'm gonna keep going because I'm gonna load all this. The intention is to put all these VODs up on YouTube. So there we go. Can I turn this building off and still get the cooldown counting down? No. I am really glad that we are full on food and 4 farms can sustain us right now with surplus. That's a really good thing. Alright, that doesn't have anywhere to put extra polymers. Could do some jank at the buildings real quick and maybe it'll unload that building. Yes. Until these people get better, I have to do this. Gotta play around the jank. I should be able to turn the cryopod storage on. You only want to store up to 249 basically, including what's inside the docking bays. Until I can get the DLS Center doing its magic, our hands are tied. For now. Oops. I did it in the wrong order. Hopefully an accident won't occur. Lucked out. I think that's enough to make another solar panel set. Ooh, but I don't know. I don't want to spend that many electronics actually, because I still have to build back the. Yeah, the DLS Center gives 1 electronic back, and I still need to build the Cryonics Center. So that solar panel costs. It's not necessary. I have plenty of power right now. Cost 2. I get 1 back, and then I need 3. So that I would end up with 3. right? Sure, let's just call it that. That'll help. I'll know which one I'm talking about when I do that. So yeah, I can go ahead and make that solar panel. What does that one cost? It costs $375. So I hope I can do that and get away with it. I'm gonna turn this off while I turn this off. Actually, I should turn this one on too, and then it'll unload all that steel. Turn this back on. Still waiting on that cooldown. Is there science that we're failing to collect? Yep. Alright, don't do this no matter what.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
Alright, cool. New policy time. Oh, wake up workers only first. It's 150. Okay. So now the question is, do I risk not resetting the cooldown of the DLS? I think I'm gonna wait for the cooldown of the DLS because I can get away with it for now. And while I can get away with murder, I'm going to. $150, $80. Actually, I can turn that one off. Make the next one. Oh, because the Polymer factory's off, which I should turn back on. 15 people? I think I need to turn that on. 5. I can turn that back on? Oh, but that's gonna push me over. Yep. That's okay, I can continue to juggle jank it just a little bit. Ugh, I am so dumb. While that's going on, I forgot that I just unlocked. It just barely unlocked a couple seconds ago, so it's not like I feel terrible about it. Just an optimization thing at that point. Here, this. Oh, there's more electronics over there. Cool. Go get those. Go get those right now. Is there anything else that's floating out there that I should get? Oh, there's food, but well. I am playing a game of chicken right now because soon I'm gonna get the debuff for staying in the sector for too long. Oh wait, no. Oh, I need to analyze the black box. Rips. Because it won't let me leave without doing that. And I don't think I have any more sources of science left on the map, so I gotta do it passively. Which is fine, we got some waiting to do in this sector. This is gonna be fun. I don't have a use for polymer right now, so I just turn that off. On the stockpile. So I turn on these steel piles so I can actually rebuild and get a +1 modifier. Or stability modifier, that is.
An accident has occurred in the typhoon. Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Then 24 cycles? Actually, yes. 24 cycles is a pretty long time. I'm just gonna go ahead and risk not letting the cooldown of that DLS Center go through. Just so I can get started on waking up workers. I did that in the most silliest way possible. Thought I told that one cargo ship to go get the... Oh. I guess we got all the carbon first. Fine, fine. Now we'll get that. You can get iron again. I have 210 cryopods. And that's all I really want to grab for now until I start waking some up. This building takes 15 people. Okay, this building also takes 15 people, so I just did that to check and see if I can keep optimal conditions while it's running, and I can. Now I just need to turn off the stockpile to turn on the cryopod. And hopefully all the jank of playing with toggling buildings on and off can be fixed now, because I've got workers waking up. And I should be getting a +1 stability from people living mostly in optimized quarters here soon. You gotta force people to move out of these crew quarters. There it is. Yeah. You gotta evict everybody from the crew quarters. Nobody wants to move out once they move in. Ah, yes. And it's time for those batteries in the corners. Those are actually important in case I want to move the Tycoon anywhere in this system. And it'll be also important to move the Tycoon in the next system, because you want to prevent blackouts. Blackouts cause accidents and dead workers. And also they lose trust in you. Honestly, them losing trust for a blackout isn't necessarily the end of the world. It's the dead people that is really gonna ruin your day. Because once you let too many people die, you start stacking up them negative stability. We've already woken up enough people to turn on an extra stockpile. Yes. And we're starting to get a surplus of steel, which is great. And if we should fulfill our promise within 10 cycles of waking up enough people. Or else that was a giant mistake accepting that proposal. And actually, while we're waiting, I'm going to dismantle one of these buildings and build the DLS Center back so I can reset the cooldown on it. And with more people being woken up, I'm going to turn on more food. Oh yeah, and another subtle thing that happened but nobody noticed is when I built that second docking bay, I hit space tier 1. And now my hull repair is 10% more efficient. So that's part of the reason why I can build up a steel excess. It's these small little efficiencies of using steel. And this is a nice benefit too, I guess.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Like, why are you people sabotaging all the buildings? I accepted one pledge request from you. Like, come on now. You sabotage the thing you want me to do. This is getting kind of close. Oh, we'll make it. That actually is a lot closer than I thought it was. It's a good thing I dismantled that DLS Center immediately and just did it. Went for it. Whew. Okay, maybe they'll stop sabotaging everything now all the time and injuring people all the time. with that policy in effect, there are still people in these cryopods that are non-workers, so I need to make available enough cryopods that they can weed out the non-workers and leave them in their cryopods. Because if you simply let the cryopod number drop to 0, you're gonna wake up non-workers, which is bad. It's just bad. We haven't woken up any non-workers this time. See, they're starting to pull from this. So I might be waking up non-workers here. That sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, now with those 3 batteries turned on, we can now move to orbit Jupiter for the next part of this. How are the mining ships doing? They're all out of things to mine. That's okay. Go polish off the food wherever it's sitting real quick. And then you guys can work on overloading me with... actually, I don't want to be overloaded with iron just yet. I still gotta bring in cryopods. Ooh, I should have moved to Earth first. Battery's gonna move.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, whew. And that's why we built 3 batteries. Okay, I could turn this off whenever I want now, as long as I rebuild the building. That's really good. And I could start playing around with waste, which is not a good idea for this sector. But I have the option. Actually, it's also really not a good idea because I don't have any of the factories that can produce anything with waste. Also, that could be built. I don't know. Sadly, I can't put a optimized quarter there, but I'm gonna need. Actually, I don't even think I need that. There's the population cap I want to get to is right around 350, 345. That's the maximum amount of people I can feed. So I kind of don't want to go over that. How many cryopods do we have? Let's see. I wish I could click on this, because then I could see the total without having to do math. So that's somewhere around 150 though. Even if I exceed 150 or 250, it's only a -1 penalty, and right now I'm +1, so it should work out just fine. But I have to, or I want to complete this side objective. You want that many cryopods, because you're gonna need people for the next sector. Ugh, no non-workers. Jumping into the next sector with 350 workers. Ugh. Mwah! Just the best start you can get. And I almost went bankrupt on the research, and that's why it's taking so long to get this black box. That's why we researched this one first, so that research actually came in at a respectable rate. This one doesn't. This only increases your research speed, but if you're out of research, then researching faster with no research is it's useless. Yeah, 18 research go to waste over here on the mushroom wall when it should have been going for this one. So, just if you're trying to further optimize what I've already done, there's one of the ways you could do it. But so far, this run is miles, light years ahead of what somebody's gonna be able to do on the like first, second, maybe even third or fourth run, unless they've really thought about it. It's like if you keep trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing, and then like this is for you, so you can figure out what you're doing wrong and correct it. Okay, so I should now start getting the penalty. So right now I don't want these cargo ships to bring in really anything. And I should have plenty of workers to start playing around Polymer again. Having a sufficient amount of markers is so nice. Take that, all you injured workers. We found new ones. You can be fired now. Okay, so we're at 300 pop. We only really want to wake up like 40 more. Tell me all these are full already. Oh, I forgot to... The answer to my problem is right in front of my face. Oops, that's 45 people homeless. Oh, no, I guess not. Yeah, that's... I can't demolish another building just yet. Yeah, you want to replace as many of these in pairs as you can with better tier quarters. More people makes people more happy. It's win-win. How are we doing on hospital list? Still no non-workers. Ugh, fucking love it. You know what? Just so that I keep non-workers, I'm gonna take that stability hit and just keep bringing them cryopods because I don't want to wake up a single non-worker. I don't want to take that risk. Oh, they're both right there, okay. I was just waiting on the research. And you have to wait for it passively because there's no more sources. I could be extra safe too and dismantle this building. And I'll tell you why in just a second. So I can put down a second clinic just in case people decide to have another accident. Okay. I'm getting close to how many. Oh, you can't see how many cryopods in storage. If you're trying to min-max and only get 249 to not hit stability penalty, that number is right there. Okay. Ooh. So I have 340 pop, and I do not want to go any higher because I won't be able to feed them. Well, I'll probably be able to feed 355, but I don't want to try. And 5 people are homeless. The reason that I don't get like a little warning down here is the game, for whatever reason, ignores like 25% or something, like a 10% or something of homelessness. Oh, look at that. 340 population, and all of them are workers. None of them non-workers. And then there are 10 injured and 10 hospitalized. And then I think the reason that this number doesn't equal that number is it's not counting the ships, because workers are all piloting the ships. So that's 5, 6, 7, so 5, 10, so 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people who are unaccounted for in this screen, I believe is why. I don't know why the ships are unaccounted for, but they definitely still count for housing capacity. So I think this is a bug that needs to be fixed, or an oversight by the devs themselves. Yep, that's exactly the. So I'm gonna clip that and ship it to the devs and be like, "Hey, you guys, there's an oversight that needs to be fixed." Because that also throws this number off. Oh, good, we did the research passively. So now, we just
The
keep
science
advancing.
ship has arrived at its destination.
We have no iron. So instead of clogging my docking bays with useless bodies that I can't do anything with, let's go get some iron. Oh, I could power this on. Stabilized. And that'll come in handy from when we stay here too long and get the debuff. So yeah, this is the perfect start. Like, well, okay. This is the almost perfect start. We had one death. If we didn't have one death, this would have been the perfect start. Like, do exactly what I did, but don't let that one person die, and you will have the
Science ship
perfect start to the
team
game.
has completed a task.
I have to tear down a building. Powered off. You have to tear down a building to put up a DLS Center. Actually, I don't think I need to change that policy back. I think I can keep it as workers only. Because I'll get a -1 for staying too long, more than likely. Maybe I won't, and it's fine if I get it or don't. And then that'll be the last negative for the system. And then I will jump to the next system and lose that negative penalty and go back up to happy. And once I get to the next system, I can open up this section. Actually, I can open this section very soon. As soon as I get the mushroom farm. And as soon as I get the mushroom farm available, I can open up this section and start using those for food. So this perfect start could get even better before you even make it to the next system. Which some people will be like, that's boring. Yeah, well, do you want to make it to the end of the game or not? You know, what's more boring is replaying the beginning 2 sectors over and over again until you had enough and never play again. That's boring.
Completed a task.
Just somebody go collect that
Has
science.
arrived at its destination.
See, I have both science ships over here because I decided to continue on with whatever the investigation event was. So it was just like, I sent my second science ship there to actually pick up the science. Speedrunner trick. I need 30 more cryopods. Oh, well, I think since how this is a white objective, it's a side objective, which will, fulfilling that objective might make, or might placate
A science ship team has completed a task.
the saboteurs who keep damaging buildings and injuring people. So that might satisfy them if I bring in 30 more. And one ship can transport 30. So I'm going to allow him to pick up one more load of people. And there's people at Jupiter, so it's going to happen very quickly. Okay, he has already grabbed 30 people. So I'm going to turn that off. And tell him to go back to iron. So, being really micromanaging and using your pause right there is really important. And of course, I don't have 500 people in cryopods stored, so I'm not getting an additional negative hit. Now that I think about it, I kind of want more cryopods. because I really don't want to wake up any non-workers that I have. Those people want to be in cryo for the rest of the game. And it doesn't matter for the very end mission either. Like, if you don't have any, if you don't have any non-workers to turn into colonists, well, I mean, you're gonna get some non-workers at some point. But like, if you only have like 30 or 40 non-workers by the end of the game, that's not a big deal. You can still do all of the end quests because it scales off of how many non-workers you have. I think I'm actually ready to open up the next sector and start throwing mushroom farms in there. And that sounds like a really good idea. So then I can slowly work towards waste treatment. And I don't think there's anything that will stop me because these buildings are generating waste. Oh! But when I switch, I'm gonna need the DLS Center back. And I will need to turn off waking up workers first, but I'm getting rid of the cryo facility, so I can't wake up workers anyway. And the reason I need to switch not waking up.
A new request awaits your attention.
Okay, so there's the stability hit for staying too long. What am I waiting on here? I'm gonna keep as many electronics as I can because I think I need electronics to build mushroom farms. Oh, I think I missed an opportunity to get more. Maybe I didn't. Let me look real quick.
Administrator, we have received a transmission from the Hephaestus PA, Olympia.
Okay, maybe I couldn't get more.
Tycoon, Ixion is now in orbit and ready for installation. You are not designed to calculate your own VOHLE coordinates. Ixion will only permit you to use previously generated coordinates or to follow the VOHLE signatures of others that have crossed self-similar space. To make your existence worthwhile, you will need to find the coordinates of the exoplanet that Protagoras is looking for, Remus. Vanya was right about the echoes of the future. I bestow upon you this miracle, and with it, release myself so that I may embrace the sleep that was stolen from me.
That's 30. Alright, so this is a super amazing start.
Administrator, we are ready to follow the traces of the Protagoras through self-similar space using the frequencies recovered from Outer Hope's black box.
No, we're not. But
VOHLE
it's nice
systems
that you
have
think
been
that.
adapted for the new Ixion class engine. The Tycoon is now fully equipped to pursue our main objective: ensure humanity's survival by finding the habitable exoplanet named Remus.
Oh, right, I need to... Okay, yes, I do need to turn this off. I was like, why do I need to turn that? No, I need to turn that off so I can get the stability back, because the next thing I'm going to do is start turning on waste recycling. And then that gives a negative stability. And I can't maintain that negative stability. Unfortunate, but that's how it is. Okay, I'm gonna stop that guy right there. Let me actually start gathering up all these miscellaneous resources. And we want as well. And you get housing in here. And you get a medical center. So this is what I want, and quite possibly where I want it. I want this as well. Built that backwards. I'm so glad I get it back for free though. There's one glaring issue resolved. There's another. I don't need to use this space for an EVA just yet because we're not in the next sector. We're not taking as much hull integrity damage. This -5 will balance out as the efficiency rises on the EVA. Oh, they're all workers over here, so I could transfer over like 40 more workers and it'd be fine. I love that. And then I can and then I can probably switch back. I'll have to think about this. But we could probably get all the rest of the cryopods in this system. So this might be a little bit longer in this system, but it is really going to pay off. homeless people can wait for just a second, I promise. The only thing I'm gonna do is get mad that they're homeless. They already are mad that they're homeless. So pause that. This needs to be this. Electronics. Keep one, send over, or no, don't keep any. Send over all of them. Now that we have that, temporarily build the DLS Center. Well, it's kind of got to be permanent here. Oops. I do not want to do that negative. I do want to measure while paused. I can indeed put 3 in a row down on these walls. That is huge. That's a lot of space savings because those don't take up. As far as food producing options, those take up about as much space as these, but are way more efficient with making food. Okay, can I do a new policy in there yet? No. So I can't begin to stockpile what I want. It's okay, this sector's not ready to roll just yet either. I want to move this out of the way. And because it's free, it dismantles instantly. And the reason I'm not building those yet is there's no point, there's no resources for them to start using. I don't want to do that. I want to move the housing to the bottom right. That's the goal right now. I can't believe I missed those ones. And that one, wow. Well, right now, food's looking good. I do need to set up food sharing. So you'll keep 20 and you'll keep 20. There should be enough iron in the system to keep me rolling for a minute. I might launch another probe just to get this, or to get another iron source. Oh, no active probe launcher. Is that powered up? I want to get an iron source that's like right next to me. There we go.
probe has completed its scan.
I'm going to... There's a temporary placement, but I mean, I'm not going to build on that side of the sector for
You
a second.
can implement a new policy.
Oh, good. Good. It's time for waste recycling. And now, I can stockpile waste. And I want all of that waste stockpiling up so I have something to make food out of.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
If this works the way I think it does, this will be the best start to the game, period. Like, not even JD could make it any better. JD plays. Like, this is the best start. Hands down. I mean, it's already way better than every other start just because all I have is workers woken up and no non-workers. It's already better than every guide available so far. Oh, we're working extra hours. I need to send 40 crew over immediately. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. Any crew, because they're only workers. They're only workers. Yes. And I need to disable something for just a second.
Population transfer complete.
Medical center down to where it's supposed to be. Oh, they went the long way around. Alright, that's not a lot of waste. I was hoping for more waste, but fine. You people aren't wasteful enough. Give me more waste. Yeah, how many people are injured in this sector? Oh, just 5. Wow. Injured people take away from your total population, or your total worker pool, I should say. From here, it's just standard fare. Setting up your EVA, which I should have more than enough steel to do. But it's gonna fight the mushroom farms for steel, so I don't want to do that just yet. I'm waiting on being able to change the system politics, or the sector politics. mess hall down to where it's gonna go. I don't see why it shouldn't go there. Now I'm gonna put the food stockpile right next to it with the space for a road. Maybe that road's too close, I don't know. This is all my own design from here. Now I'm totally off the rails from any guide.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
Should have plenty of resources to migrate all these. In which sector? I don't need to change anything about that sector. Just waiting on this one. I've almost got this sector fully set up, which is really, really nice. And I'm not wasting any research on something I don't want. Yeah, it's going straight for something I want. So it's perfectly fine to sit here, and I'm not in danger of losing it all just because I'm not moving.
An accident has occurred in the typhoon.
Evil people. You're still working extra hours by one person because you just injured someone. Take that. That's why the DLS Center is overpowered, because you can turn it off and it still gives its benefits. Alright, now waste recycling for this as well. And nothing in here produces waste yet, but that just makes it so I can store the waste. And I can put this here because I can't build anything under that sign. Or actually, build it, I want the free one to instantly build. Electronics seem to go in the most inconvenient spot. Because it doesn't really matter. Maybe this is all wrong, because I got free space up here, but I like the idea of keeping all the storages together. Looks like that in the middle. Let's see here. Sector 1 doesn't want any waste in their stockpiles. And now I'll be able to wake up more people from, or more workers from Cryopod. Because I'll be able to feed them. Yes. 9 food every 3 cycles. That's pretty good for only 6 waste. Wow, we are full on iron. I need to stop getting iron for a second. And I need to start bringing Cryopod actually. +2 people from +2 for living now. Oh right, these people need a alternative life center, which I usually put in the middle. For stability, and I could probably throw down another stability building. And maybe even throw the cryo waking up to this side. Well, actually, with extra food being made on this side, I should be able to free up some space over here. And then put in a stability building or something over here, maybe? And then I could get back to waking up only workers. Which would be really good. One a cycle or 3 a cycle. Yeah. Way more efficient.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
So now I'm making tons of food. It doesn't matter which put that right now. Now I need.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh yeah, gonna wake up more workers. My Cryopod's out in storage. I need to stop one ship from bringing back any more, and one more ship can go out. I'm gonna stop them both because they're pulling from right where I'm at. And predictably, they both brought a load back. Phew. Almost got that -2 stability. And guess what, everybody? Workers first again. Yeah. And now I should have just enough to get a cryo facility going. Because it takes 3 electronics. And I'll have... Oh, I can even build that. God. I'm not sure how sustainable this is, though. It's not looking like it's sustainable. So I need more waste-producing buildings, which can be done very quickly, actually. That's just another... Not carbon. We could get more carbon. Turn on the carbon... or the polymer factory to make... Oh. I was like, wait, don't tell me I'm all out of carbon. I can't believe I'm it's only been 2.5 hours and I basically have the best start in the game, hands down. I mean, I did a lot of theory crafting to get this to work. It feels good that it's all coming together. What did you two just bring in? Why are you bringing in more cryopods? You still have 2 cryopods each. Oh no. I'm playing with fire right there. I don't think I'll stay long enough to mine that, so I'm not going to really care about it so much. There's no carbon left in the sector, it looks like. Not like I can do anything with carbon, I just want to fill up my one stockpile, basically. But I do want to produce more waste from that factory. Population-wise, I don't want to go over... I don't want to go over... You're too much more overboard. So I think what I'm going to do... Because I have so much iron over there, is get a steel mill over on this side. break this down so you put the steel mill there. I don't need to do that. I don't want to use all my waste. I want waste to build up. It's like it's perfectly working out to do this. Oops, not that. Yeah, I think I have just enough electronics to make this work. Where? So if I didn't discover that thing in the previous sector, that extra thing, I wouldn't. This would have failed right here. And I would have to immediately jump to the next sector. Well, not immediately, but I pretty quickly have to move on to the next sector. Talk about planning ahead. What am I looking for? Oh. I want to make a storage over here for iron. And then I want to tell the sectors to share the iron. I want to transfer some people over. Like 20. Any crew because there are no none. Yeah, I love that. I can't get over that. It's so good. Where did I set my food up over here too? Oh. Okay, yeah. Well, it's... that could be a potential problem in the future, but... now... that will work. I can hold 300 people in this way? Oh. Oh, this is trying to show total population between the sectors. So it's that number plus 14. Because it doesn't
Population
count
transfer
ships.
complete.
So I have 100 and... or no, I just add population numbers between sectors. So that's 100. I have 360 people. So I could probably get like 20 more people and then call it. It won't do no good to turn on the extra steel mill and not have any iron to process. Oh yes, and I should resume buildings.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Screw you people, get back to work anyway. Oh, oh, can't do that. I need to disable one more building. I don't want to disable that one. It would be enough anyway. You lazy people just getting hurt on purpose, not wanting to work. Get back to work anyway. Food total. So these things don't produce like every cycle. What they produce after their whole production cycle's over, and they dump out all the food at once. Okay, so it's just 9 food they dump out at once. That's how much food's in the sector. I was thinking, wow, they produce 90 food at once? That's crazy. How many workers do I got over on this side? I'm gonna send more workers over. Like you lazy people and who are stubbed their toe on accident or stubbed their toe on purpose to get out of work, we're just gonna replace you with more workers. Total pop, it would be 380 people. I don't want to go much more past that. Oh, let's transfer that over here. I don't want more people injured, so.
Population transfer complete.
Alright, well, now you're back to work. And I can get some electronics back, or that should be 3 electronics back from that building. It all depends on how my sector's set up to handle electronics. You don't want 2 electronics. You don't want to. Yeah, that should have given 3 electronics back, so where are the other 2? There they are. Well, that's fine. No. I want to dual use this stockpile for Cryopod. Or dual purpose, I should say. I'm gonna wait the 15 cycles for the cooldown, change the policy back to waking everyone up, and then jump. And then that will be, and then I'll stop the stream and export that video to YouTube, and that will be the perfect start. Just about 3 hours. And if I still get nervous about not being able to make enough food, I can still put insect farms over here too. But I shouldn't need to.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh, that's too bad you wanted out of work today. Oh well. This is tempting, but it's more important to get all the rest of the buildings in this tier unlocked. Yeah. Because as soon as I jump to the next sector and then go through the science rush, basically to continue your perfect start from here, don't waste any science on anything but getting all the buildings. And then once you get all the buildings, you will unlock the next science tier, and once you do that, these two should be the first researches you get. And you should have plenty as long as you don't waste any research points. And I'll make another video going over the next sector. So yeah, look forward to more.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
Yeah, perfect start. I did it. Oh. Wah. I forgot to even check that. Well, I want to get those resources. I was too busy trying to have the perfect start. Which I succeeded. Be kind of sneaky over here too. Sneak in the polymers right there. Switch that back to carbon. Just really maximize how much space and how much stuff I'm taking with me to the next sector. Oh, I got all the resources. Okay. Back to iron. I'll disable all these and tell you why in the next sector. Well, actually, it's just so that I can very easily... Once you disable all of these, the ship comes into park. Or once they run out of resources, they'll come into park at the Tycoon. So if you go through a... If you have a weather event or something, you need to move the Tycoon through. Do that, and then you'll take your ships with you. It'll make sense once you get to the point where you need to do that. I don't even really want to care about loading up on iron, but maybe I should. These guys have full 300 iron each, then I am basically done with the sector.
Has occurred in the
Basically waiting out that policy cooldown so that way I just flip-flop back to waking up only workers when I need to. The only workers run, speed run. goes. Alright, well. I know what to do. Save that. It doesn't look like a speed run yet, but I've just set myself up perfectly to just plow through the next sector. And then once I get that ball rolling, it's unstoppable. And since I just saved, I can come back and improve this further if I really want to, so
In accordance with Ralph Stanford
we're just gonna
procedures,
go ahead and
all
go to
ships
the
must
next,
return
jump to the next sector
Tycoon
and cut the
before
video
VOHLE
right there
initiation.
once we jump. So, if you want the perfect start to your game of Ixion, just watch this video back from the start. That's all you gotta do, and then look forward to another video covering the next sector. And, yeah. Yeah, and, if you want to speedrun this game, this is a really good start. So, there's quite a few optimizations that you could do for this build, but this is literally going to be the perfect, well, this is going to be the perfect base to build a speedrun off of. Because, like, you could probably go crazy, like, doing crazy speedruns of this game. But, this is a great place to start. This is better than every other start out there, every other guide available right now as of posting the video, so yeah. If you want to just watch the video and play along and do what I do, you'll have the best start of the game.
Severe hull damage has been detected following self-similar traversal. Hypothesis.
Anyway, here we are in the next sector, and yeah, look forward to the next video.